Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? It's theRealKaaayle here, back with some MK11 content. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving weekend. My Thanksgiving weekend was definitely great. Had a couple days off from work. I mean, that's honestly the best part, not having to worry about working or being someplace at a specific time. That's always a great feeling, but I also just spent some time with some family. Good stuff, ate some good food, been eating good the entire weekend. It was great. Hope you guys had the same. It's Monday, so I just wanted to take it easy with the little video. Just wanted to see, like, where's everybody's heads at now that MK Ultimate is now here. The Kombat Pack 2 is here. The Ultimate version of the game is here. The patch is out, and we've had some time to experiment and digest. So, just want to give my opinion on it. So, first things first. If you have this game on next gen, meaning if you have this game on Series X or PlayStation 5, this game is gorgeous on PS5 and Xbox Series X. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is easily, it always was, in my opinion, too, best looking fighting game. This game looks godlike. And even the stream has said it. They've said, like, yo, the videos and the stream just looks immaculate now because I'm playing it on the PS5 and it really does it. It honestly is night and day. I still don't think the difference is that, like, it's not exceptionally noticeable in a video. You notice certain things, but when you see it in person on a 4K display, whether it be a 4K TV or monitor, when I record, I play on a 4K monitor. And my monitor also has HDR as well. The game looks so crispy and it's so buttery smooth. It's just amazing. So that's the first thing. It just looks amazing, y'all. And I'm happy that everybody who's had the game on the Xbox or the PlayStation 4 gets upgraded to that version when you eventually get your next gen system. And you guys are in for a treat for it. It's honestly fantastic. The characters. So let's talk about the characters, because that's what everybody's been playing with. So I love the characters. I'll even go as far as to say this is the best pack of DLC in terms of characters that NRS has done, in my opinion. I think this is better than Kombat Pack 2 and MKX. I think this is better than that. Kombat Pack 2 and MKX for me was really just about the Borgs. I only played one of them. So this, I actually like all three characters. I can see myself playing all three characters at some point. Rambo's pretty fun. I need to put more time into him, but learning three characters all at once is definitely difficult. So I'm focusing on my favorite, and my favorite is Rain. You guys know that based on the channel. Rain is, first of all, he looks cool. The combos are satisfying. Rush down character, that's definitely a playstyle I like. Really great skins, practical brutalities, and I think tier list wise, not that it's any really matters, but tier list wise, I think he's going to be a strong character too. I think when it's all said and done, when we do a tier list for this game, I think I'm going to end up putting him somewhere in the S-. I think he actually is that strong, guys. He definitely, and the thing with Rain too, that I'm having fun with him, is that he's not a character that you just going to pick up and play. You actually got to put some time into. Not Fujin difficult, but I think he's just the right amount. Like, you can do easy stuff with him, but the neutral and like the psychology of playing the game takes some time to get used to with Rain. He's definitely a character that's going to take some time to get used to, and I think he's very rewarding when you do get there with him. I'm not there with him yet. I know some of you guys have expressed some challenges with Rain to me as well, and I 100% feel you there. But yo, if you like a character enough, stick with the character and keep going. Don't just play tier list, y'all. I'm sticking with Rain. You're not going to see Rain just drop off the face of the earth for my channel. Definitely not. You're going to see me struggle with him. And then, when I get nice with him, you're going to watch the old videos and be like, wow, like, I really came a long way. Hopefully you guys do the same too as well. Mileena is the most accessible, the easiest one to use. And I'm glad that they made her this way because she was arguably the most anticipated. But she's a blast. She's an absolute blast. I can definitely see myself playing her. Very different ways to end your combos. Big damage she gets. Which is funny because I see some of you guys in my comments too, and not just you guys, other people in around the community say that Mileena's damage is low. I don't know what since when is 30% for a bar low damage, but okay. Just remember, guys, most characters in this game struggle to even get 26% for a bar. Like a bread and butter Cassie, I play Cassie Cage, right? Cassie Cage gets like 26 to like 30% for a bar, right? That, and you only gain 30% if you use her stand 1 punish. If you're using forward 4 and back 2, you're getting like 26, 27%, but with the restand, and that's good. That's good damage. I don't know how that's bad damage. MK, the damage, I think if you could get around like 26% for a bar, I think that's respectable damage. Honestly, it's on the lower side, but that's definitely respectable. Mileena gets 30% for a bar. I think some people are just not doing the right combos with her. To be quite honest, I think people are just not doing the right combos. But I was doing it on stream last night. I was getting like 30% for a touch with her all the time. I don't know what this low damage talk is coming from. It's blasphemous. And her range, and the thing is, look, if a character like her had any more range, I think she'd be a bit too much. I think she's all about stagger, going in with her forward 1, using her projectiles, and then, you know, set up that good strike throw. Because even with her, because her pokes, when you use her poke, it's kind of a 50-50, because you could go for the command grab, the regular grab. Not even 50-50, you kind of go for the command grab, the regular grab, or her 10 frame mid. Like her down 3 and is like plus 13 with a 10 frame mid. You have all day to, like, you know, enforce that. Like, I don't understand. And then when you use her forward 1, I think it's her forward 1 is like only 0 on block, so you could definitely go for your 10 frame mid. Her forward 1 is a good anti-air. It's a good stagger tool. Like, I don't understand what people are saying with this character. I don't. Like, we just need more time with the characters. I struggle too, guys. Like, just seriously, like, I like it when the characters aren't so pick up and play. I mean, I like it. I like when they're easy to use. I mean, that's fun. But yo, I like putting some time into the characters. I wouldn't be, as a Johnny player, Johnny wasn't really pick up and play when the game first came out either. I put time in with him to get to where I am with him today, and I'm still learning with him to this day. So I think we all just need to take a step back and just be like, listen, these are brand new characters. The whole game is different. We just need to keep working. We're not gonna be that good at these characters out the gate. And Rambo just has some pretty good mix. I feel like I feel like he has some whiffing issues on some characters, and I feel like that's what people are complaining about the most with him. I haven't played with him enough to really notice anything, but yeah, he's a bit unorthodox compared to what I've played before, and I kind of like him for that. But I'm surprised like how good his buttons are. That he's not just this lame zoning character, which you know, a lot of people thought he was just gonna be another character with guns. Rambo is not. Rambo has a lot of grapple maneuvers, pretty good combos for like no bar too, good restand. Like, he's definitely a very solid, fun character too. Like, just all 3 of them, I'm very, very pleased with overall. So I really like the characters. Let me know what you guys think of each character. I know a lot of people on the channel are big fans of Rain. Done 2 polls even before the combat pack dropped, and even after. Everybody says they are really in love with Rain. I know Mileena fans are here too. I know Rambo fans are here too. I see like there's just a lot of diversity amongst the characters, and even online too. I honestly I can't say who I run into the most. Honestly, I can say like I see all 3 of them a good amount. Like, and they represent different play styles for everybody, and I'm glad to see that. I think NRS definitely did these characters justice, and because of that, I would like to see a final combat pack. Give us 3 more characters, NRS. Give us 3 more. We'll get to that in some video in the future. But let's talk about some of the changes. So custom variations, I think, you know, this is something that you could easily tell that this was the vision for Mortal Kombat 11 when this game first came out. They just didn't pull the trigger because they were worried about the balance or whatever. But custom variations was kind of like the answer to the variety that this game needed, in my opinion. I think we just see a lot more variety now. There's obviously, I think people are figuring out go-to variations for certain characters right now, especially like Mileena. I see like pretty much Mileena's always have the playtime, you know, the grab extenders, the command grab, and then probably the low side. That's like one of her go-tos. But there's just a lot more things you could do with all the other characters too, and it just opens the game up. And there's so many other characters that I felt like were just stifled just because they were locked in these lame cookie cutter thrown together variations, and it just makes the game so much more fun overall. Like there's so like Nightwolf now, the fact that I can use the command grab if I want to, the fact that I can use the lightning arrow with the rising tomahawk, there's other moves that we've never seen before. Now we're getting some play off of them. Just think about this for a second, guys. Imagine if we didn't have custom variations with the new characters. We wouldn't be able to use Rain's Hydro Boost. We wouldn't be able to use that at all. We wouldn't be able to use the grab extenders for Mileena at all, because in that variation she has the condom dash and that gets rid of the ball roll. I can't imagine playing a Mileena without the ball roll, guys. That's awful. That doesn't sound like Mileena at all. And imagine playing a Rambo, let's say you without like the grab extenders too, and without the snare trap. I think that's a very cool way to put him together. Like this custom variations definitely just opened the game up, added a lot more variety, and it just made the game a lot more fun. And I think we could all agree about that. Yes, there's certain things right now that might be questionable in terms of balance, but I will say it's not that bad, at least at the moment. I know it's still early. The time this is out is only at the end of November, but as of right now, I think they did get rid of, NRS did ban the moves, the right moves. They did ban the correct moves. They got rid of the Terminator's Terminate, Sub-Zero's Ice Puddle. They got rid of Rain's Wave Dash. They got rid of the right moves that I was just like, this cannot work at all. Like, this would actually be broken. And kudos to them for taking a look at the moves. They're just like, look, we're not even gonna bother trying to balance this. It's just make sure that nobody can use this in tournament. And thankfully, even because you don't even see it in tournament, we just don't see it in casuals anymore. Like a lot of people just pretend those moves don't exist right now, and I'm thankful for that. That's great. That's just really good. And so let's talk about the other big change, and that's the change to the pokes. So they pretty much nerfed and buffed pokes again. Pokes now are more negative on whiff and on block, but they also have a lot more hit advantage. So jailing is way easier now. And I'm noticing when I first started playing, I was honestly getting beat, and I'm just wondering, why am I getting beat? And I'm just like, it's because I have to really start respecting now. Even before, when I knew like I had to respect when somebody landed a poke on me, you could still kind of get your poke out because there wasn't enough hit advantage on these pokes. You could kind of just mash and get away because people do it to me, so I'm gonna do it to them back. Now I feel like you really have to respect, especially with certain characters like Johnny. If he lands a down 1 or down 4, you better be pressing a button. You better be blocking, because he will definitely get you. I know some people like to mash down 2 after Johnny lands his down 4 to get that, like, because if he goes to the forward 3, you'll low profile it and crush his high. But now I feel like you don't even risk that, because you will get hit and you will get opened up pretty damn easily. Like, I feel like there's a lot less poke mashing right now. There is a lot less of it. You kind of have to respect. I have to respect too. It makes more sense. It's not just silly like how it was before, especially in an online environment. Jailing online sometimes was hard because of people's connection and just the overall online delay. But I'm noticing a lot more people are just respecting on block. But this also makes grabs a little bit stronger too, because now it's very strike throw. Like, I'm even doing it too. When I notice that people are respecting my pokes a lot more, I'm just throwing them. And that's important if you're playing Rain, since I play Rain a lot. Johnny too. I feel like Johnny, you gotta enforce a good strike throw game. A lot of characters in this game, you gotta enforce a good strike throw. So, but yeah, I think that's very important that there's just a lot less of that going on. Short hops, they're invincible. They're sort of invincible at a certain point on pokes now too. I haven't really tried that out too much, but it definitely does work. I have seen it a couple times. It's worked on me, so I like that change a lot more now. The pokes, I like how the pokes work. I feel like this is kind of how the pokes should have worked all this time. It just makes a lot more sense. But still getting used to it too, because I still get that urge to like press a button but you know, you just have definitely gotta respect now. And then lastly, as far as the meta, I think this is where I think I'm kind of guessing at this point because, like I said, it's still early. I would still say the game as meta wise still hasn't changed that much, and here's why. So I know a lot of people got very excited in the Rain trailer, or was it whatever trailer it was, the Rain or Rambo trailer, right? They noticed that Sindel had the delay wake up animation, right? And they were so excited because it was like, oh my god, they're changing wake ups. And I remember saying to some people, like, why don't we just wait and see, calm down, because this just looks like an animation. And I was right, it is just an animation. That's all they pretty much did. Wake ups are more or less the same, guys. They're still kind of problematic. The problem with wake ups is not delay wake up in itself. It's that there's just so many options to get up off the ground in this game. And let me just name a few. You have the wake up 3, you have the wake up 2, right? Now because of those two things, right, you have the threat of wake up buttons. So you could just do a wake up like a special move or wake up attack, right? Then you could wake up jump. I'm seeing that a lot too still. A lot of wake up jumps are happening still. Wake up fatal blow. You have the forward and back roll. That's just 7 to name. Already that's 7 already. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, delay wake up now. That's 8. That's 8 different options to get up off the ground. That's a lot. That's a lot of guessing. It's a lot of things that you have to worry about. And overall with this patch, everybody gets up, I think, 4 frames faster. So now, if you knock your opponent down, you have to be 4 frames faster with making your decision on how to beat your opponent wake up. You have to read 4 frames faster. So yeah, wake ups are more or less the same. You can make the argument that they're possibly worse. Possibly. However, with the change to the pokes, I think it was always the best option to poke on somebody's wake up so that you could check them, get them to stop. So if you land the poke, now it's your turn again, because it pokes jail a lot easier. So there's always that. But the other options is still very difficult because sometimes people just get up off the ground doing all sorts of stuff, and just making that guess is still it's just really obnoxious. I feel like it's something that us players, we shouldn't have to really deal with. There's just too many options to deal with, like with getting up off the ground. Like that's the real mix-up in MK11. If there's any mix-ups MK11, it's not even the strike throw mix, which is what the game is, or the overhead low stuff like in MKX. Is your opponent gonna wake up jump, wake up roll, wake up fatal blow, wake up buttons, delay wait? That's the mix-up in MK11. What your opponent is going to do to get up off the ground. I think that's the true mix-up. So that's a thing. As far as tier list goes, I think it's still too early. I still think what was the top 5 before might still be the top 5, guys. I really don't think any change, because there was not too many character specific changes in the patch. I still think Jackie, Joker, Cetrion, Liu Kang are still godlike. It is what it is. Honestly, I could live with that. There were like very, very few. There was like a small change to Jackie, but I don't think that's not really gonna change how Jackie is, honestly. So if you hate that character, you gotta look. It is what it is at this point. There's a lot of characters I hate in this game too, but compared to what we've had in previous NRS games, I can live with it. It sucks. It sucks that we still have to kind of deal with this crap with certain characters, but hey. But in addition to that, other characters definitely got stronger. And you know what? I prefer characters to get stronger rather than characters to get nerfed. Unfortunately, I don't think as any of my characters got stronger. Maybe they did indirectly because of the custom variations, but it's always the characters that, you know, the lesser played, but that does make sense overall. What else about the meta? There's nothing. People, you can still jump like crazy because anti-airs still suck, and there's still some hitbox issues. They fixed a couple, like the one with Johnny's force balls whiffing on some characters. But hitboxes are still a problem. There's certain moves that still just whiff, and it's mostly on the new characters. Sometimes Mileena's back one whiffs when she like steps forward. When her foot like touches the opponent, it whiffs on her back one whiffs, and her back one already has bad range. rains back 2-1 whiffs at max range. When you hit the first part, the other part of the string will whiff. That's an issue. Rambo has a bunch of whiffing issues, especially on female characters too. So I think it's mostly related to the characters, but there's also just a whole bunch of other things still. So yeah, very disappointing to say that, but it is better than it was before, but it's still not ideal for considering how long we've dealt with these issues. So yeah, but to summarize, wrap this up, I'm enjoying MK11 a lot more, just because there's just more variety in the characters, because it allows us to have more fun and experiment. Also, I'm enjoying playing the game on my PS5 because it looks amazing, and I'm definitely enjoying the characters, so I'm enjoying it for that reason. But there are definitely still some issues that we are still dealing with, and I don't know when the next patch is going to be, or we at this point we really shouldn't hold our breath for any of these things to properly get fixed, unfortunately. And that's one of the reasons why I don't get too excited for patches, because it's like, I feel like at this point this is just kind of how they want the game to be at the end of the day, and we just gotta, if you wanna stick with the game, stick with the game and thug it out. Take take the good stuff with the bad, like how I'm doing. But if you really just can't stand any of this stuff, then I don't blame you for not wanting to play the game anymore. But that's all up to you. So let me know what you guys think right now. Hopefully I definitely got my points across in this video for how I feel about MK Ultimate. Still enjoying the game. The game still has some things I wish weren't there, but overall, I think I can see myself playing this game a lot more. I would like another third batch of characters for sure, because this second pack was just honestly hype and it was great. So let me know what you guys think about this. Have a nice day, y'all. Stay real. Peace.